Hi guys! I'm making a video today of one of the most controversial and famous artists of all time, and also one of my personal favorite artists, Andy Warhol. He was born August 6, 1928 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He is known for his pop art and his focuses on the crossover between celebrity, advertising, and artistic expression. He was a devoted Catholic and attended Mass daily. When Andy Warhol was 9 years old, he was sick with Sydenham chorea, and he was forced to stay in his house. His mom encouraged him to explore interest in art and pop culture. Andy took his mom's advice and began to collect photos of movie stars. He also started to take pictures and develop them in his parents' basement. Once Andy was better, he attended free Saturday art classes at the Carnegie Institute. His mother moved in with him in New York in 1952 and lived with him until a year before her death in 1972, and she often contributed to Warhol's paintings. Andy Warhol died February 22, 1987, following post-gallbladder surgery complications. He was buried in St. John's Baptist Byzantine Cemetery near his parents. Some of Andy Warhol's many achievements. In college, he was the art editor of the student magazine Kano, which was his college's magazine. Andy's first assignment was for Glamour magazine, which is still a really popular magazine today. He wrote an article called Success is a Job in New York. Warhol designed the cover of Velvet Underground and Nico's 1967 self-titled album. He collaborated with Craig Braun and designed the 1971 Rolling Stones album Sticky Fingers, which was actually Grammy nominated. Warhol founded the New York Academy of Art in 1979. He produced work for Mick Jagger, John Lennon, and Diana Ross in the 1970s. Warhol designed the poster for the 5th annual New York Film Festival. He once displayed 5 paintings at a New York Bonwit Teller department store window. He produced and starred in 3 one-minute episodes of Andy Warhol's TV for Saturday Night Live in 1981, which was a little weird because Warhol talked about how much he hated Saturday Night Live and how people should not be home on a Saturday night watching TV. They should be out doing something with their life. He appeared in a TV ad for Diet Coke, and in 1965 he announced his retirement, but quickly came out of retirement and did a ton of work after that. Some fun facts about Andy is his favorite thing to do is buy underwear. He said that he adopted his gray-haired look while in his 20s so that people would notice how young he looked in the face. At age 29, Andy got a nose job. Andy was a self-proclaimed mama's boy. He liked eating alone and wanted to open a chain restaurant for people who eat alone. He was the first artist to publicly exhibit video art. Ron Galilla, a famous paparazzi, was his favorite photographer. Andy owned a stuffed lion, peacock, penguin, moosehead, and Great Dane. He had a drag queen alter ego named Drella, a combination of Cinderella and Dracula. And also, after his death, 2,000 bottles of champagne disappeared. Personally, I am a huge fan of Andy Warhol. Even though I really don't know that much about art, I know that he was a really controversial figure, but I love that he tried new ideas, and he was just so different from everyone else. I love bright colors, and Andy used a lot of that in his pop art, and even I really don't know that much about art, but I've seen Andy's paintings everywhere, even though I'm not very artistic and I'm really familiar with them. You talk to a lot of people and some of them aren't familiar with Andy Warhol's name, but they're very familiar with their work. I mean, probably most teenage girls you've met have the pop art of Marilyn Monroe hung up in their bedroom. And, I see his work everywhere. I went to LACMA yesterday for this art class, and I saw 3 of Andy's paintings, and 2 of them were in different exhibits. And I like that Andy Warhol makes art relatable to people who are not artistic or really into art. Like, I am a huge pop culture junkie, but I know nothing about art, and because of the pop art he does, I totally relate to it and I understand what's going on. And, love him or hate him, Andy Warhol is one of the most influential people of all time. And I hope that I gave you some useful information and you understand who Andy Warhol was and what he did. And if you have any questions, you can just comment and I can clear anything up. Thank you for your time.